Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Echo. This is our second episode. The first one actually went up this morning, and I've got a number of comments from you guys already, and I want to pull some of those in and get to them, but check this guy out. The meteor showed up. So anyway, I don't know what was going on with it last time, but there it is. It's very close to us. I got a lot of stuff I want to do today. I don't have a whole lot of time to get through it, right? We're trying to keep these from being super long, and as I mentioned, I've got some comments that I want to go over, so yeah, the first thing I want to actually do is I want to get this research bench down. I was actually kind of looking at this earlier. I still don't know how to rotate this. It looks like I do have to put some logs down. We'll just put those over there. Little table, right? So let's get this research table. Now, I still don't know how to rotate this. I could have looked into that last night, but didn't get around to it. So I was kind of just moving this around, thinking about where I'd want to do this, and I noticed, hey, I can kind of clip it into this wall. So I think I might do that just to kind of conserve some space. Oh, it does actually stick outside a good chunk. I thought it might actually end inside the wall. Okay, so maybe we won't do that. We'll just do that, that's fine. Right click. There we go. Cool. So we're going to get to that in a second too. I kind of want to go through that. But let's actually move this out of here. And I'm just going to stick this outside somewhere for now. Maybe we'll just do it like, what does that do? Almost like a signpost. There we go. Actually, I could do a few of those. One on the other side as well. Make it look like these logs are coming out. But let me kind of start with the comments. I think I'm going to kind of sprinkle these through today's episode. But the first one here I have is from Jorgen. He says, so what would happen if you were to drive wolves or elk into extinction? Would it be like if you killed the wolves off, the elk population would explode to unsustainable levels? And if you killed the elk off, wolves would also die from a lack of food source? That's my assumption. I haven't experienced that yet because I'm so new to this, but that is my assumption of how things would work. In their materials, and videos, they actually show, for example, polluted water. Can't quite see the water from here, can we? But anyway, instead of blue, it was like this brown, color. So it's very obviously polluted and everything. And I think they said there was like runoff. So if you cleared out all of this stuff, you would have a lot of water runoff, which could cause problems. So yeah, that's the idea. That's what I would assume would happen. If you killed off all the elk, the wolves would die out because they had no food. Things like that, but I haven't experienced it yet. So anyway, that's one of the things I'm hoping to find out. Now, I did have I was kind of chopping at some stumps, and there was also a comment from Wild One Izzy who said, I hope your next couple of videos bring up the tree stumps and replanting issues. Either way, looking forward to more. Subscribe for this. I appreciate that. So I actually didn't know when you mentioned this, you said tree stumps and replanting issues. I thought, oh, can you not remove these? I did try and chop one for a bit and it didn't go anywhere. So when I got in, I was actually chopping away at one just to see, and it did disappear. It didn't take too long, maybe a few more. There we go. So that did disappear. So maybe they weren't before but are now. I'm not sure. Hopefully that answers the question there. As far as replanting issues, I'm not sure. Can you replant a tree? I don't know. I do have fern spores, but they can't be planted. You get a message over there that says cannot plant on untilled blocks. So I do want to get to some of that tilling. That's the thing I want to do. But let's check this out. We got this here. Is it E? It is E. Okay, research table disabled, room requirements not met. Oh, okay. So we may have to make our room bigger. Again, I did see a video where somebody was building something. I don't know if it was this table specifically, but it said that you had to have a room that was volume 10, which he said was 10 by 10. So it could be that they, oh wait, what's it say here? Must be placed in a room of volume 10 or above. May share the room with one other craft table. Containing room must be built within at least 10 blocks of type log. Huh. Okay. So, interesting. So we definitely need to make this bigger. Let's actually think about the size of this. So if this is counting, then we're only at 5. We're at 5 this way. Are we also 5 here? I think we're 6, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so it's a 5 by 5. We got to make this much bigger. 2 times as big. Well, it's actually like 4 times. It's like 4 of these, but twice as wide, twice as deep. Much work to do there to get that research table done. So I'm going to probably mess with that at night because things get a little bit dark. I tend to do that kind of work at night, so I think that would be a good thing to do. Okay, so I've been working away here, started laying down the walls. You can see we've got a big 10 by 10 area here. Trying to get all this filled in. It's taken a little bit of work, but slowly getting there. Anyway, the server actually went down a little while ago, and so jumped onto another server that had 4 people on it. It's actually the most I've seen on a server right now, though. Server populations, there doesn't seem to be many people on. I think there's probably not a ton of people playing right now. You know, maybe it's the price or something, but anyway, I jumped on a server that had some people on it, and was realizing that some of the stuff that I want to see, you know, I really do need to have that kind of community around. And so I was actually thinking about moving over there. I said, okay, you know what, let me clear out an area, I'll claim a little bit of land, maybe I'll get a new place built and bring you guys back in over there. But then I got to talking with those guys over there, and it turns out that their world is only going to be around shortly before a reset. So anyway, I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and wrap this up. As I mentioned, this would be a 2 to 3 episode, and this is just the second one, so we'll probably do one more. And kind of learn the basics. And then, of course, I'm going to be gone on vacation, and I think when I get back, we'll look for a community of people we can play with, kind of get established with some other people and explore that side. I think that would definitely be cool. And I wanted to do that here in this population. The population on this server was very low, you know, as well. I think it had 2 on it at one point when I first started. But I think that we can find one that's got even more people on it. So that'll be the plan. But for now, I want to continue kind of learning the game. The reality is this server is going to be wiped as well. That's what the whole meteor thing is about. I don't know how long it will be until that happens here. But we're going to keep going as if everything's going to be just fine. Okay, let's talk skills a little bit while I go here. Continue working on this place. I actually wanted to see if I could be carrying more wood, get more wood, and it did appear to be the case. I just put a few points into the logging and everything, and that helped. I carried a stack of 7, which I had never seen before. 6, in fact, I carried, and that had been the most. It was 5 at that point. I just assumed was the max, but anyway, that definitely helped. But I left some skill points because I'm looking at another comment here. As I mentioned, we'll kind of look at some of these. Eric McClelland said, please make more. If possible, would like to see the civics side as well. So what I did was I didn't spend all my points into this gathering stuff I've saved. It looks like we have 8 right now. Let me chop this up. Just carry this bit over here. So we'll look into the physics side a little bit. Wait, physics? No, civics. I'm so used to saying physics. I never say civics. Okay, I'm just going to place these last few here that we're carrying anyway. Cool. So this is coming along pretty well. I thought this might take longer, but being able to carry a little bit more definitely helps. So let's bring this up. We're going to look at the skills and see if we can check into this for you, Eric. So again, survival, I put a few more points in. I bought another 1 point into the gathering, which jumped the level to 25, I guess, oddly enough. So anyway, let's jump over to civic. So when we get here, all of these are 1 point. You can see we have the workbench construction, so this grants a workbench. Building construction, which gives us a hammer, and I actually saw somewhere that you use the hammer against a table and that picks it up, just like when I use an axe against the wall. Storage gives us a chest, so that would be kind of cool. The teaching, you know, we could teach other people, I believe is what that's all about. And then it looks like for election stuff you actually have to have learned this, so you must learn the skill branch elections. Okay, so anyway, we have trade and some other things down here. Road construction, vehicle construction. Yes, vehicles. I saw it looks like a bike that pulls a cart or something like that. I'm not sure how effective that is, but I think it does work. On one world I jumped into, there was one of those vehicles just in the water. So somebody took a wrong turn. And then we have module construction. Workbench construction. Must be level 1. I'm not sure what the module stuff is. Really don't know. But anyway, we could probably do this. Let's do storage real quick. So that gave us a chest, which we should be able to put down. Whoops, come on, get it back here. And again, I don't know how to rotate this stuff, so we'll just leave it as is. And if this is the front, then we'll just go ahead and put it over here. I think right here should be fine. Yeah, that clips through. We'll just put it here. Cool, and then we can open this. What does this say? Storage chest disabled, room requirements not met. So I think we're still trying to do that. One of the things I noticed here is this must be placed in a closed room. So it then says to create the room first, which is what we're working on. So anyway, I'm going to try to get this all wrapped up, and then closed probably means we need to have some kind of door. Something like that. It does say containing room must be built within at least 4 blocks of type log. I don't know if like the wall counts as log. Otherwise you'd have to kind of keep a tree nearby. When you built your base, you'd say, well, don't cut this tree down, I need it. So I'm not sure, but hopefully once I get all this wrapped up, we can get some more information on that. Okay, I've been working on this for a bit, trying to redo the house, trying to get everything closed in. I realized that while I could place the bench and the chest down, I could not, it still was not saying it was closed. Now, I've just been doing a little bit of experimenting here, and I'm not really sure where the line was drawn, but let me just put this, just have some extra wood. Just do a little line across here. Probably pull this up in a bit. But anyway, I kind of kept that going and checked, and you can see in my chat up at the top left it says the table has been re-enabled and the chest has been re-enabled. So I thought naturally, what was causing the issue exactly? So I was trying to remove things. I removed a piece of floor, but that still seemed to keep it enabled. Maybe once it's enabled you're good, I don't know. But anyway, this is where we're at now. I had closed in the windows, put in the floor, just trying to get this place wrapped up, and it looks like we are good now, which is excellent. Now it's interesting, it does have a red outline when I mouse over this, a little hard to see maybe, while this one is a green, but we're not getting an error when we open this, so I guess we're cool there. Oh, there you go. We could actually store some wood in there too. Excellent. Let's go ahead and give that a whirl. So anyway, I talked earlier about jumping on another server when this one went down, and seeing the community there and everything. And I do want to get to that at some point. So there were a couple other questions I was going to bring in here, but I've probably answered it essentially. Cool M5224 asked, he said he hadn't seen any disasters or a real community yet, so please play more. Zach Wester said, something tells me that this is almost required to play in a community at some level. So anyway, to both of you, yeah, I want to see some disasters too, and I want to also be involved in a community of some kind. So that'll be the goal after we do this initial run of 2 or 3 episodes or so. But mostly just want to get them basics down. So there you go. We have the shelter done, our home fully done with the floor. I think I can make stairs too, little steps. And we got the research table here. So I definitely want to get some tables down, some new tables. But let's check this out. I'm going to jump in here real quick and look at this. So there is storage, so you actually put things in here, and then when you go to craft, they need to be inside the table in order for them to be read here. It doesn't read out of your inventory, for example. So something to consider there. So we have a carpentry skill book, and that gives you some kind of bonuses. That's cool. Masonry book, a laboratory, lots of books. Okay, cool. Let's close this out. So what I want to do is, I mentioned tables. I want to make a construction table. So let's bring up the skills. I've been playing way too much Unturned. I just hit U to try to bring up my menu here. So let's go over to here. Check this out. We have civics. So this got us the hammer. I leveled this up to get the hammer. This one would grant us the construction workbench. Let me bring these guys up real quick. Okay, so let's do this. Do that guy. So now we have a construction workbench in the 9 slot. So there's that. Let's get this guy down. I think here's probably fine. Cool. Let's take a peek at what this is all about. So we've got things we can craft. Awesome, arrows. I was actually curious about that. I was like, I wonder where I get arrows, because I have a bow, but couldn't seem to fire it earlier. Torch, nice. That'd be cool to get some light in here. Actually, that'd be really cool. Let's get some wood, since we have some in storage. Okay, so that puts it in our hand. Won't let us pick that up, even though I know I can hold more, but that's fine. Whoops. Get back here. It wants to keep putting it in. I'm right-clicking is the problem to get back. Let me hit escape. No, not escape. How about a left click? There we go. I was trying to get my cursor inactive. get in here. So storage. Can I just bring this right into there? Cool, we've got 5 in there. Let's go back to here and let's make a torch. Let's order 1. And that'll go in the queue here, and you can queue a whole bunch of things up. I was watching somebody make something, I don't remember what it was, and it had, I think, a 5-minute timer. So there's a torch. Let's order up some... Actually, you know what? Let's look through here. Campfire door. So I guess I'm curious about the color differentiation here. We have... oh, maybe those are things we don't have the materials enough for. That's probably it. So we have a quarry. That'd be cool. Must be placed in a room. Right, a workstation for hewing and shaping stone. Awesome. A small sign. Another storage chest. A store. We would need trading for that. Candles. We got a workbench. That's not what we're in now, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Oh, they have roofs here. Check that out. That's cool. And wood stairs. That's awesome. So for wood stairs, we need boards. Can we do boards in here? I didn't remember seeing that, but might have skipped over it. Yes. But we need more carpentry, or we need carpentry. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead, first of all, and grab the torch. That should be in here. In the storage. Yes, it is. Okay, let's step out of here. Close that. I keep hitting escape, wanting to get rid of the mouse cursor there. So 9 is torch. Oh, cool. So we can actually carry this around. Maybe that's all you can actually do with these. I was hoping maybe you could put it up on a wall. Let's actually try that. Right click. Nope. On the floor? No. What if they only allow it outside? Nope. Okay, so this is just for you to carry around. And maybe this burns through. It might have some kind of durability. But anyway, that's cool. We got a torch to carry around at night. Very, very cool. Let's jump back in here real quick. Arrows. You know what? I think we'll try arrows next time. We're gonna do one more episode. We'll do a third as part of this kind of learning the basics. So we'll hold that off till next time. We'll get into the combat, go hunt down an elk or something. But let's see. The carpentry. I want the board. So let's actually look at that. We need carpentry. Is that survival? Is there a... what do we have here? Basic research, efficiency, basic construction. Is it down in construction? No, that's right. We looked at these. Shouldn't be here. I'm just going to double check that. We do have agriculture. Oh, here's carpentry right here. So we can't get that for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's preventing us from getting this. It'd be nice if it gave you a requirement, you know, it was red and would tell you what you're missing. It might be that we just need more points spent in the survival or, you know, down along one of these lines. I'm not really sure. We could try the logging speed, but... maybe laborer. Oh wait, we already did that. Grants us the shovel. Okay. Wait, did that say currently does nothing? Currently does nothing. Well, that's nice they mentioned that. Let's go ahead and throw a point into here just to get that. I wanted to see if that changed anything. It did not. So anyway, I may need to look into that. Maybe we'll look into that next time. And next time we will also go hunting with the bow and arrow. I think that could be pretty cool. But I think we're going to go ahead and leave it at that for now as we watch the meteor continue to descend. I do want to thank you guys for stopping in. As always, I appreciate it. I hope you guys come back for the last episode of this brief run, but I think we may do more once I get back from vacation. I would really like to do some more community stuff and really get farther down in the advancement and everything. So as I mentioned, one more just to kind of wrap up the basics, and then we'll come back for much more. Thanks again for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.